Yo, y'all can hear me? No sound? Hold up. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Can y'all hear me now? You can hear me now? Dave? Awesome, awesome. Oh boy. Man, don't worry about it. Everybody's been doing something else lately, man. You gotta understand, man. Yo, man, life goes on. We gotta keep going. I'm telling you right now, I get it, bro. We didn't I didn't left a whole lot of stuff behind. When I came out when this happened with I left a whole lot of stuff behind. So don't worry, man. You gotta live your life, bro. What's up, being old? How you doing, man? Uh, so it's good to see you guys back on again. It's been a while since I've gone live on this channel. It's been a while since I gone live, really, period, for a number of reasons. Life got in the way, as it normally does, and I got a little preoccupied of taking care of my family versus, staying on top of, you know, health. That usually take a back seat when your world is starting to burn. So it's just what it is. But I never really fell off. I stayed on top of my nutrition. I didn't eat clean, but I didn't eat dirty either. Like chip here, with cookie there, nothing big. But at the end of the day, I kept the weight off for the most part. I'm fat now. I'm flabby now. Flat. All my muscles are deflated. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah, muscles get deflated. I don't have any of the stuff that I normally have in it, where my carnitine, my creatine, uh, L-arginine, all those things that pump you up. I don't have any of that in my system right now. And I've been clean, well, supplement-wise clean, because I know when you say clean, people are like, oh, the jab, whatever, but I'm not talking about that. I've been clean. No, just flat out food. Taking a little bit of supplements here and there, like my vitamin C, stuff like that, but nothing hard hitting, nothing to attack the weight or anything like that, because it'd be a waste of money at the time. So that's one of the biggest reasons why this video is going to be very important for those of you who want to lose weight, want to get back to the basics. You want to get back to them, because that's what got you to lose weight in the first place. I should speak personally. That's what got me to lose weight, right? Was the basics. It wasn't the supplements. It wasn't, my workout regimen, how I worked out, my bro splits or any of that. It was all about discipline with my mouth, discipline with my mouth, discipline with my mouth. And that took years to learn. You take all the supplements you want. If you're not disciplined with your mouth, you're wasting your time. Funny how that works in just about every area of life, right? You don't take the basics in the play and you focus on the basics, guess what? You go back up in debt. What was the basics? What got you out of debt in the first place? The basics, okay? Don't overspend, right? Don't overspend. Pay your debt before time. Pay more than your share of your monthly minimum. Whether it's $10 a week, something. It's the basics that got you out of it. So you got to go back to the basics. See, we get fat on wine and food, and we relax and we start enjoying ourselves a little bit too much. And we get sloppy with it. We have 2 cookies instead of the 1 cookie, and we go for a 3rd plate instead of just staying with the 2nd one, and saying, I'm not satisfied yet. I need more. It's almost like when it goes to my plate, I have to eat it. So don't put it on your plate, right? Start off small, proportion size, wait 15, 30 minutes. If you're still hungry, you can have a little bit more. But if you load your plate up, you will eat the entire plate. You will overeat. I guarantee you. I've done it for many years. So one of the basics that I wanted to talk to you guys about was finding out your baseline. Now, I forget, there's a number of bodybuilders that I can't remember. I think his name is, oh God, it escapes me for a minute. But he's a very well-known bodybuilder. And this is a point he gave me. Find your baseline, whatever that is. My baseline is bacon, eggs, salad with homemade dressing. That includes lemon juice, cap full. Apple cider vinegar, cap full. Shredded cheese. You pick, it's up to you. Salt to taste. White vinegar, clear vinegar. And I'm talking about sea salt to taste. Avocados, celery. What is the other one? Cucumbers. And that's my base. I start off with the salad. I then eat my strips of bacon, which is around 7 strips of bacon. 4 to 5 eggs, whole eggs. That's my baseline. I don't pass that until I stop and until I start seeing results. What I use for dessert, strawberries. And I'm not talking about the whole bushel of strawberries. 5, 6 strawberries. If you really need something else. And I stay beneath a certain caloric intake. Why? Because once my body becomes fat adapted, there would be no reason for me to worry about if my body's getting enough energy per day. For example, if I eat 1,500 calories and my body requires 2,000 calories, guess where my body's going to go for those calories? I'm not starving myself, right? I'm just eating clean. At the moment your body adapts like that, you'll notice the fat just starts to float away. Now, not everybody can use this diet. That's my baseline. Not everybody can use that. You might need something else. You might need to be a little bit more on the carb side. It is entirely up to you to figure out how your body operates. Because this food pyramid that our government gave us is full of shit. 90% of the shit out here is just to get your money. It's full of shit. I've been fat for 15 years and I always ran to the same source. That quick pill, that quick diet, that quick fix. I always went to it and it never worked. I'll lose some weight, start looking good, start feeling good, and now I hit a plateau and I can't go any further. Of course you're going to hit a plateau. Your body is still not getting what it needs. You're going to hit a plateau, especially if you're going after someone else's body type, someone else's baseline. You don't train like a bodybuilder because you're not a bodybuilder. So don't think about getting on a diet like a bodybuilder if you don't plan on having that lifestyle. Bodybuilders burn anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000 calories a day. They kill in the gym. Do you burn that much calories in a day? No, not even close. You had a secular job. You're sitting down all day. You're driving around all day. You know what I mean? Of course, you can't push that type of calories out. I mean, of course you can't do it. It's not meant for you. But what I'm doing right now is meant for me. See, I'm sweating, burning calories, doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm doing it on an empty stomach. I'm in a fasted state. That's another thing that a lot of you guys got to understand when it comes down to this. This is based on a 16-hour fasting period. Okay? And because I have a lot of extra carbs here, extra calories here in my stomach because I've been eating like well, I haven't been eating bad, but I've only managed my intake because, of course, you get with the family, go out, sit down, and eat the meal. They bring the roast in front of you. The mashed potatoes, which go very well with roasting stuff, and you're looking at all of the desserts and you're like, you know what, the hell with it, I'm digging. So you get to that point where you have to enjoy yourself. Sometimes, like I said in the beginning, you take it a little too far. But at the end of the day, this right here is going to fuel my workouts. Okay? My body will become a fat adapted. The last time I did it, it took about a month and a half. But keep in mind, I was not as far off from the last time I was fat adapted. So it's going to be interesting to see how long it's going to take for me to get fat adapted. So I think that's the rest of what I needed to talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the comments, see what's going on there. Oh, man. Got a super chat. Trying to gain weight is as hard as it's losing with Parkinson's. Parkinson's. Ooh. If you could choose one way to keep weight on, what would you do? It's an interesting question. That's a hard one. I'm assuming you have Parkinson's disease. I don't know anything about that. To put on weight with muscle, I would need to know more about Parkinson's before I can give you an answer. But give me a month, I'll give you an answer. That's my bond. I'll give you an answer in a month, but I won't give you anything I tell you right now will be biased information. I don't know your issue. So I got to study it first to see if it's even possible. Find someone that's done it already. See if that person has already gotten the regimen down for you. You can start there. But I'll help you with this. This is being old. All right, got you. Being old. Month from now. Month from now is November 30th. Being old answer. Okay. Got you locked in, ready to rock. All right. Oh, yes, that is very true. Samantha says you have to exercise a lot. You can do protein drinks. I don't like protein powders because I'm lactose intolerant. So it's very difficult for me to hold that down without, you know, killing people's noses. So I don't want to do that to people. To be honest with you, man, I don't really take any of that stuff, man. The last thing that I ever took that I truly enjoyed was the Mind Rush Slim, but they've been out of stock for that for a long time, and I can't figure out for the life of me why. So, I'm a little, I guess, sometimes when companies do that, they change the formula, they ran into something, some legal issue or something to that effect. I'm hoping that is not the case here, but they've been out of stock for a while in those things, so it is what it is. But yeah, another thing you have to understand about working out, and I don't want to bore you with workout regimens right now. That's all going to be for my other channel, Simply Good Fitness. Go ahead and subscribe over there for more fitness information. I'm going to be posting a crap ton of videos in the next for the next few months, simply because that's where my mind is going. That's the direction I'm going. Right? I think this is my hibernation thing. When I know it's about to get hot real soon, I start to try to shed my winter coat. So I've created a pattern that has served me very well in the last 5 years. Neglect nothing in life that's good for you. Neglect nothing in life that's good for you. If your health is good for you, you have to give it everything. So I make sure that I enjoy life while I monitor what's going on. I went to the lab. I went and got my labs a few months ago, and they found blood in my urine. Very, very microscopic. You can't see in the naked eye, but they found blood in my urine, and it startled me a little bit. I've never had that issue before. Come to find out that my creatine levels were skyrocketing. It was high as hell, and the reason why, because I was taking creatine. So that's when I realized, okay, I even maybe taking too much creatine or whatever. So let me just stop, because once I saw that was blood, and this is another key to everyone. If you are having issues with your blood results, stop everything immediately to find out until you find out what it is. Because if it's something minor, like what I had, that's minor. It's not a big deal. I can dumb back that easily. Drop my creatine levels a little bit, stop taking 10 grams, go back to the original 5 grams, that kind of stuff. And I could drop that quite easily. So that's just an adjustment. And now I know 5 grams, okay? Can I produce the same amount of muscle that I did with 5 grams? A lot of people say, hey, Gary, that's the recommended dosage. Aren't you supposed to take the recommended dosage? So dosage is recommended because most people get off on 5 grams. That's why it's called recommended. Not everybody's the same. Remember, your body is different. Your fingerprint is different. So if you're taking the minimum dose and you're not seeing any results, bump it up a little bit. See if that's why. I mean, this is on safe stuff. I'm not talking about the illegal stuff or anything. I'm talking about regular, safe stuff. Most people get maxed out at 200 mega. I think it's 200 milligrams of caffeine. They get tapped out, and you overtax your adrenals by doing that. If you keep or drink too much coffee in a small period of time, but some people don't have that issue. They can go up to 500 milligrams of caffeine before whatever, but that's them. That's not everybody. You know, everybody's different. Okay, it's rare, but just testing it a little bit is not going to kill yourself as long as you do what you're supposed to do with the doctor. You let your doctor know what you're doing so they can monitor you as well, and you're fine. So I'm gonna dumb it back down to 5 milligrams, or 5 grams. See if I can get the same pump. Because see, this time I want to go further than what you saw in the thumbnail. I want to go further than that. I want my legs to catch up with my upper body. Let me explain something to you guys. When I first started working out, all I did was squats. I had big legs. I was very dissatisfied with my body, so I never took pictures of it. Never. My legs were nice and strong, but I still looked fat. So I dished away with the leg workouts, started doing cardio, started doing all this stuff. I kept going back and forth with the workout routine, thinking that's my problem. Because I was eating right according to the chart. So it can't be what I'm eating. It's got to be my workout routine. So that's where we get to the point where we start trying any and everything, because no matter what we do, it doesn't work. And then we get depressed, we get discouraged. And what do we say? No matter what I do, I can't lose weight. And that's when you give up. That's when you give up. I knew it was possible. I've seen people do it. So I knew I could do it. I just had to figure out the winning formula. So I stopped with the working out part because I said, what is the common denominator in all this? Now, everybody's using the workout method, or is everybody using that chart? The answer is no. When you look at the top fitness people, they don't use that chart. Why? Because it's bullshit. They don't use that chart. It's based on your body makeup, your all kinds of stuff. In all that, I focus more on diet than I did on my body, working out. And I just kept it to what I like to do, because I hate doing squats. So what's the point of doing squats if it's not going to help me reach my goal? That's exactly what happened. Lo and behold, never skip leg day creeped up on my ass. Bruh, these chicken legs of mine gotta go. They gotta go. I can't stand my legs, but it's my fault. It's my fault. And keep in mind, it's not that it's my fault per se. I wasn't interested in how I looked as far as under the fat. I was focused on how I looked fat. I know I wanted to have a nice physique. I wanted that. But what I looked like was overpowering what I really should have been doing. I knew I had muscle. I just never seen it before. Well, I did when I was 18. Had a nice little body when I was 18. But I was 18 freaking years old, man. Come on. Everybody looked like a stallion at 18 years old. Well, that's not true. Point is, I didn't care. I cared more about how I felt in my clothes than the muscle. I just loved working out, so it wasn't like a big deal for me. I just did that because I hate doing cardio. But once I found out what I look like underneath, and I'm gonna tell you like this, it sneaks up on you. It sneaks up on you. This is the last part, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let you guys go because it's been about how long? 30 minutes? Okay. I remember the day I realized I achieved my goal. I remember the day. I was looking scruffy as hell. I was at the gym. I just got off of work and I had my head down. And I'm thinking, oh, life is hard, man, but I'm getting through it, making it happen. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing it. You know, got a decent job, making some money now, feeling good about myself. I'm not fat anymore, but I still got ways to go. And I kept saying that I still got ways to go because I stopped looking at myself in the mirror. I stopped getting on the scale and I just focused on the work. I just focused on the work. Nothing else matters. I get up at 4, I go to work, I bust my ass, and then I go to the gym so I can make sure this muscle stay on because I'm going to follow the regimen to the T. Because if I follow this thing word for word for what I was told when it comes down to ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting, if this is going to work, I must do exactly what they tell me to do and do not deter or alter the plan at all. Just keep pushing the plan. Focus on the work. Discipline your mouth and move forward. That's all I was thinking. 3 months later, I looked like that in my picture, but I did not know it. I'm talking about the one on the on this shoulder, the one in the bathroom, and I'm chiseled, not the one at the retro. I'm looking like that. I got up that day and I just finished having some activity that gets you sweaty. That's all I can say on YouTube. I goes in the bathroom and I like look in the mirror. Mind you, I haven't looked in the mirror for a long time. The clothes that I wear this. I wear a sweat vest. I wear a sweat vest and I wear the weight trainer. All this is placebos. It's all placebos. Yes, you lose water weight when you use this stuff. And yes, the trimmer does support your skin. It supports your calorie zone. It helps help you shed water weight. Yes, but it's a placebo. The reason why I wear this is to remind me to keep my inner core tight. I'm burning more calories that way. So every time I feel a bead of sweat pour down, I realize that's because there's room for it to pour down. You understand me? Something's going on. When I put this on, it was tight this morning. It's not tight no more. So what does that mean? Something's happening because I have to readjust the belt to accommodate the new. Now, listen, again, all placebo. So what? It worked for me. It got me here. Because when I looked in that mirror and I had nothing on, I almost blew a gasket. I screamed, Toya, I'm a god. And she ran in the bathroom like 4 o'clock in the morning. Activities. Wonderful, wonderful activities. And I had to take a picture of me. This was the first time I wanted her to take a picture of me. Every other time was because I had to. I had to show the damage I did to myself. I had to show that I went further down the road than I should have. Now I gotta start all over again, but this time worse than I was the last time. And I hated those pictures, but I had to take them. It kept me going. I had to take them. It kept me going. But this time, I looked like a god. And I realized I beat this shit. And if I could beat this, I could beat anything in life. 15 years I fought for this. I'm never letting that go. So for those of you who think it's over, for those of you who think you cannot do it, for those of you who think I can never lose the weight, stop lying to yourself. It's you. You can do it. But you gotta clean out your mind and realize you've been lying to yourself from day one. I knew I wasn't supposed to eat that way. I wanted the chart to tell me it was okay for me to eat this stuff because I loved it. We all know the truth. We all know the secret. How many of us willing to do it? It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna read the super chats, and I'm gonna get out of here because I gotta do shoulders. It's going to suck. You're not gonna want to do it. No one wants to do it. The top men and women in fitness, they don't want to do it. They need to do it. And they know this because there's somebody hungry coming for their spot. We sharpen each other, man. Whether you like it or not, we sharpen each other. Somebody's coming for my spot. Always will be. Because the higher I go, the more someone's going to want it. And I encourage you to come. Because all you're going to do is make me push harder than you yet again. Because I don't like to lose. This YouTube thing almost had me beat. Look at me now. I got super chats going on. 10 years ago, they deleted my account when I was doing all right. I was doing okay. They took away my way of living. And it knocked me off on my ass for 10 years. I went and got a job, bruh. Gary Lamb working a job? What? That was never going to be me. Are you serious? And I kept that job for the longest time because I needed it. Or so I thought. And I got rid of it. Or maybe they got rid of me, who knows? I said some dumb stuff. But the point is, I'm here now. I'm getting super chats on my YouTube channel. This was unimaginable. Unimaginable years ago. One day I'm gonna tell you the time that I got my first check in online from working from home. I was hooked from that day on. I could never just turn away. But let's get to the super chat because I feel like I'm getting ready to kill it. I'm ready to kill it. All right. Okay, thank you. I have lost 34 pounds in muscle. I would love your advice because it's outside the box. Doctors just want me to drink Boost and it's horrible, milky taste. Now, you're 34 years old. Go back. Listen, man, they're going to keep pushing that shit because they make money off that shit. There's stuff out there that's good stuff. But I get that from the professionals, the people that's in this, that's working hard for this. Your doctor is not trying to serve you as a bodybuilder. Your doctor is trying to serve you as a human being, a regular person. If you're trying to put on muscle, you're not a regular person. Can't eat like a regular person. Just like you can't eat like a bodybuilder, you can't eat like a regular person. You can't. You have to adjust how you eat it. Like if you wanna put muscle on, you're gonna have to up the protein. You're gonna have to up the fat. Well, again, I can't tell you that. I know what I have to do. I don't know your body type. I don't know what your body um, thrive on. I don't know any of that. So that's why I don't like giving, portion advice. I don't like doing it because I don't know what you know your body. You know if you eat cake, you blow up. You know that. You know if you eat a juice of fruit, you blow up. You know what I'm saying? You also know is no matter how much protein you eat, you can't put on no daggone muscle. Now that I can help you with. That's not the hard part. Working out is not the hard part. It's figuring out what your body needs to do what it needs to do. That's the hard part. That's the part that takes so long. Seth, what is his last name? Seth, not Seth, Seth. Oh man, Seth Jones, I believe. That's the one that I was talking about earlier. Seth Jones. Holy cow. Right there, just came straight to me. Seth Jones. No, not Jones. Seth, let me go on YouTube. I'm sure it's here. Seth. Huh. Seth, bodybuilder. Yeah, Seth Farouz. That's why I never knew his name because he had a weird name. Seth, his last name, Seth, but that's the guy. Oh man. Yes, processed foods are they really bad for you. It's processed. Need I say more? It is processed. It's not designed for your body. Hey, look, if it's not designed for your body, uh you shouldn't be eating it. Like if it's not designed for your body, you shouldn't be eating it. When your body don't know what it is, it's considered poison. And it does whatever it can to get rid of it. Got to get it out of your bloodstream. That's how you get fat so fast. But you're still hungry. You're still starving on a cellular level. You're not getting the nutrients that you deserve or require because you're eating junk. That's why it's called junk food. It's not good food. It's junk. Get out of that. But listen, it's been a pleasure. Appreciate you guys coming. I'm gonna do this ever so often, maybe once a week, just to get the blood pumping because it's hard out here for a pimp. I ain't got nobody, and I'm sick and tired of that. This is Gary Lamb signing off. You guys have a good one.